Hello everyone, this is Zoltar, and it's time for another episode of Darkest Dungeon. This time, I've already decided pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to be trying this cleanse mission, I believe. Yeah, I really like the cleanse mission, a little bit better rewards, and it's a medium mission, so we get to camp with a secondary team, and the goal of all of this is to get a level 2 team, a proper level 2 team that doesn't include these two in particular, put together so we can go and try to take down the Swine Prince. But I would really rather they be level 2 with a little bit better weapons, armor, higher resolve before they go and attempt that. So let's get to it. Plenty of food for sure. We'll start at 12, we may come back to that. This was the Weald, I believe. We'll just come back to it real quick. Yes, we were in the Weald. So we're going to want plenty of shovels, as there's often quite a good use for shovels in the Weald. Load up on torches real quick, hit the essentials, and then we'll come back to the extras. Now here's a bit of a hard decision, because more food could definitely pay off pretty well. More shovels could definitely be quite nice. Kind of leaning away from the key. I think we'll just take another shovel. Shovels seem to always be good in the Weald. It's pretty ridiculous, quite frankly. And then I think we'll call it there. We don't have that much money. Maybe a medium mission wasn't the best call, but it's what we're going with. Frankly, there's nobody super important on this run.
Has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves.
So even
Let
if
us
things
burn out this evil.
go a little wrong, we'll be okay. Check the sack. What we got? Money. Always use the money. Oh, good. Already hit a trap. But not a big deal, just some stress. Ooh. Oh, that's not fun. Why would you do that to me? No. Oh, look. Breakthrough's dome. I missed one, but still.
As the fiend falls,
Good, good, good.
a faint hope blossoms.
No. That's actually okay, but it puts the leper too far back to do anything, which is the major problem with it. And I think instead of attacking... it's a hard call, actually. I think we will attack. We will attack. Dodged. I should have thought about the fact that he has like 55 accuracy. He's just such a garbage character in so many ways. Also, I think I need to recheck his skills. Oh, good. Eldritch Pull. No! Why would you resist that? Oh, I'm so disappointed in you, Talvis. Oh, man. You make me so sad. Alright, move forward. Let's judge again. We could go for a heal, but... I was hoping for a little bit more damage than 2, if I'm honest. More pulling. Pulling around is kind of okay, I guess. It's better than getting hit by stress all the time. Like now. I had to say something. That's what I get. Go for the cut. What I'm trying to do with the cutting, obviously, is pull them forward so they can't stress me out quite as easily. And in this case, I think we're just going to go for the stun, actually. Just because I'd really like a turn to kind of rearrange myself before going at him again. There, take that, jerks. Go ahead and heal up a little bit. And the rest of this fight should be fairly simple.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Got him. Thank you. Now let's put the Plague Doctor back where he belongs. And can we not get surprised again, guys? No more surprises. Let's just have a nice, steady, simple dungeon.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Already kind of stressed out from all of that, which is sad, but what can you do? We'll just hope for some crits. Another one. Same group. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's better. That's more like it. Could go for the AoE heal, but we'll just judge instead. Once again, just trying to pull these two forward so they don't do their whole nonsense. We would leave him with 1 life. There we go. Wish the Plague Doctor had gotten in before that so he could have stunned the back line, but I still think this was the best course. Given what we were allowed to do. It's really weird, though, that he went last because he has quick draw. I don't understand that. Maybe I'm missing something about his talents.
Decimated.
Just cut him. Just cut him more. I would be not paying attention again. More stressful incantations. Usually they don't do that as much when they're this far forward. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. That's just been my experience. And I'm not going to look up whether or not I'm right, so I'm just going to go based off of that. That was stupid. I should have intimidated.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah, we don't have a key, so let's just resist to that. Now, what's up with you? I know I've reduced your damage. Okay, yes. See, you have quick draw, and you're going last. It's disappointing. Whatever. Let's get on the move. Keep torching. Check out the spider web. Yeah, emerald. That's nice. All right, what do we got? Okay. Judging. Let's judge you. Resisting everything so far. It's pretty crazy. He's gonna start missing someday, but I'm okay with what's happening now. Cutting you. That may not have been the best option at that point. I could have gone for a kill on this, but she's just pushing, so it worked out. The stressful incantations are awful, though, just because, I don't know, the way I look at it, stress is a permanent problem whenever it gets added to. You have to have some way to get rid of it. Health is a temporary problem. Once you finish up the dungeon, health is no longer an issue. You're going to be back to full the next time you use the character. But there's stress, that's going to stick around. So I really hate it when we get stressed out by things all the time. Did she really get 2 turns in a row? Because that's what it felt like to me while I was doing my yapping.
These nightmarish
Which is
creatures
really
can
frustrating.
be felled. They can be beaten.
More spiderweb checking. Nothing. Oh well. Not much to do about that. Should probably maybe cut back on the light soon. Yeah, maybe cut back on the light now. Okay. I think these guys really are not... None of these are fun. I don't know what I'm talking about. None of these are really enjoyable. But I think we'll start off with a judgment here, actually. Plague Doctor, you have the worst quick draw ever. Actually, the worst one ever. Alright, good dodge. Blinding gas, there we go. All these dodges, I'm okay with it, especially when he has 0 dodge chance. It's kind of funny. I guess they're having some hitting problems. What's happening? No! Oh, that's bad. That is definitely not a good thing. We'll go ahead and throw out the divine. Well, you go for the judgment. It's a good chance. 3 to 6 damage, and we only need 4. Why did I have to say anything? I'm the worst. This is my fault. Definitely going for the battlefield medicine here. Good. Breakthrough. There we go. And Hugh. Man, Leper's a boss this dungeon run. It's pretty insane. Here, we'll go ahead and go for the heal, actually. Oh, kill it before it does anything. Even with the crit. It's good for the stress heal, I guess, but man, you just don't hit very hard, Doctor. I know it's my fault. I gave him the item that says you don't hit hard. But still.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Keep moving. Do I need to change up the Hellion skills at all? I could put on Iron Swan, but I don't want to. So, no. Answer that question. Oh boy,
Ancient
blighted.
traps
Do I
lie
have...
in
I
wait,
think I picked up Antivenom. Yeah,
unsprung and
picked up plenty of
thirsting
Antivenom.
for blood.
We'll just pop it. Not a big deal. Got a carcass here. Can I anti-venom this? We'll find out. Wasted it. Oh well. Plague Doctor, you check it out, because I don't like you. I could probably herb it then, if it's the risk of disease thing. I'll have to try that. Okay, heading back. We'll have to go through a tree if we go this way. So I'm tempted to actually just go back around so we don't have to use up a shovel. It'll consume a little more food and light, but oh well. How many shovels did I bring? I brought 3 shovels. Maybe we'll just use the shovel. I do kind of wish you could dig up things with the shovel. I'm not talking about like the graves, but when you have this path blocked,
Nature herself,
shovels just feel
a victim
really
to
stupid.
this spreading
Like
corruption.
either a really bad thing happens or you already paid money and nothing happens. Those are your 2 options with shovels. Always feels bad. We'll go ahead and camp here.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
And we'll stick to half rations for the moment, well, because nobody's really that hurt. Saves a little bit of food just in case we find extras and things like that. I believe we need to get some stress reduction here, because this is not looking good. But I don't think we have a good way to do that with this particular group. Everybody has wound care. Nobody has encourage or anything like that. Need to work on that in the future, but so instead I think what we'll do is just mega buff ourselves. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay, now we have a little bit left, so can you use that on yourself? No, I didn't think so. Can't sanctuary because we already used too many. I guess we can just try to wound care a couple of vaguely injured people. Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to have stress resist on you, so that hopefully you can avoid getting super stressed out. And then we'll heal up. I guess you lost 2 hit points, so maybe we just wound care you. Wow, that was like really morbid for somebody who's at full life. Whatever. And let's see if we get ambushed. Oh, good. And we're surprised. Oh, good. That's actually good. Get her back there. Bring the leper forward. We got fortunate that the acolyte's kind of stupid. We'll just go for the AoE kill on these, I think. Do we illuminate to add the torch for the moment? I don't think so. We'll leave it down there for the chance for loot. So instead, let's judge here. No, not slime. Oh no, you took 1 damage. How could they? And we'll actually... I don't see any point in vaporizing. Let's just blinding gas. Oh, Plague Doctor. This love-hate relationship I have with you is going to be permanent, isn't it? Leper, on the other hand, I only like him more and more and more as time goes on. Even if he does get knocked around a bit. I guess you can try and work... That was actually stupid. I should have just left the Plague Doctor up there so he could cut. I didn't want to increase torch level. So we'll just toss out a heal. And poke it.
A trifling victory.
Oh, nice. Herbs.
But a victory nonetheless.
Definitely take herbs. Get up here. Come on.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Alright. And I think we got 6 rooms left. I know we'd only covered 4 before we did this, but I really wanted to get these buffs out since things have been going really well. And buffing people up was just a good way to make sure things kept going well. Judge you. That's probably stupid. I should have judged this one like I usually do. Instead, we'll just go for the... Do we go for the gas? Yeah. You're the worst plague doctor ever. The worst. We could intimidate. I think we'll just go for the Hue again. You and your ridiculous accuracy. Yeah, see, if I judged here, it'd probably be dead. And a dodge, of course. Of course, I dodged.
Death waits for the slightest.
It's really frustrating how that
lapse in
stressed him out by
concentration.
10. It's like 2 damage. It's too much. It's too much. I can't handle it. Oh, guys. Cut. You're gonna have 1 hit point, aren't you? Just heal.
Wealth beyond measure.
More herbs.
Awarded
and
to the
jewels.
brave and the foolhardy alike.
Good stuff. We got a tree here. So let's have the plague doctor check out the tree. Doop. Why is your accuracy so bad again? I don't actually know why his accuracy is so... Oh, because monster type Eldritch. Are these really all Eldritch? Or... I don't even know. Whatever. Oh, good. More trees in the way. Good thing we brought plenty of shovels. And a fight's coming up. 2 ectoplasm, really? Do we have to bother with this? I don't even know what the point of these is. They just seem so lame most of the time. They don't do anything. Like, oh no, 3 damage. I guess it is Eldritch, so. Okay, 5 damage. Whatever. And we got the stun out, so we can go for a heal. Some vapors here. Well, actually, I want to go for the judgment instead of the heal. In case it was a crit and I got the stress relief. Plus the kill gives stress relief anyway. Healer's getting mega stressed out in the back there. Check the body. Yeah, stuff. Manslayer's ring. That's such a good item. I don't know why that item's so good. It's like, oh yeah, positive effect. Or nothing. Alright, I'll take that. Another tree, really? Got another tree in the way? Man, I hate this place so much for this. Trees everywhere. Oh, look, a torch. Nice. And 2 deeds. That's awesome. Tell me I hit take all instead of... I think I did. I wasn't actually looking. I was too excited about my deeds. I just couldn't pay attention anymore. You're supposed to hit with that. Oh, man. Resisted. Take that, jerk. Bump the knight, which does basically nothing, ever. Yeah, 4 damage. Who cares? It's nothing. Definitely cut the dog. Try and cut the dog. Dog dodges so well. Hugh! And another dodge. Dog's a boss. Nothing. At least we got the heal. And we'll just try to finish it. Nice. Probably should have stunned and tried to get more stress relief for the vessel, but I'm too impatient for that. Can't imagine it would be fun to watch either. Check the body. Oh. No, they don't. Look, you're just crazy. And now, this is your fault. It's your fault. And we have another tree to get through, everybody. Eat. Only 2 left. Hopefully we find some. I haven't been lucky in that regard. 3 shovels. Not enough. Needed 4 shovels.
Tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable
Oh,
purpose.
man. Only 20 away from freaking out over here on the healer. That's not good. Scouting. Well, there's no tree in the way, at least. So tired of trees. Hate this place so much. Treasure! More treasure. Good stuff. Should have brought more food. I knew I should have brought more food. Ooh, what is this? Oh! Oh, that's way more interesting than anything we've ever done before, ectoplasm. Yeah, let's make you dead. Well, let's actually go for the self-heal. What is this? What is happening? What? If you guys can do this, why haven't I ever seen it before? This is insane. Oh, I'm so happy that these things are actually a threat. I thought they were just horrible little creatures that were stupid, but no, they're actually interesting. Where's your -5 speed coming from? Why are you such a bad thing when I can't tell why you're such a bad thing? Whatever. We can try cutting it, but it doesn't bleed very well, so I'm tempted. Stun chance is really low too, though. Maybe we just go for the Vapors, actually. I think Vapors are Barbarian. We'll just keep Hellion. I keep thinking of it as Barbarian. Let's just cut it. Resist. Not a surprise. So yeah, let's get that ectoplasm dead. And never try and do that like that again. This is all because I went for a self-heal instead of just killing it. Tried to get all fancy. Now I know. Excuse me. I'll never do this again, I promise. Oh, this is awful. Judge. Judge it. Make it dead. Hugh. Make it more dead. Yeah, sure. There we go.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharp
Everybody feel
blade.
better. And 2 food, yes. Excellent.
A devastating blow.
Alright, alright. Not messing around with ectoplasm ever again. Now I know. Die! I'm all scared of it, because that can happen. Good. And we'll just go for the single hits.
Be gone, fiend.
I guess I could have gone for the stun, and that wouldn't have been the worst thing ever. Because I really do need to get some healing out at this point. They're a little injured. One more room. Check it. Oh, nice. Some good money in there. Really?
Ambushed by foul invention.
Guess we can fix that. Not a problem. Okay. Go ahead and use the last torch, because we're nowhere near super low light. And we're gonna eat some food and step in. Alright, this shouldn't be too difficult. What did you resist if you still got marked? I don't even want to think about that because... Oh, probably the stun. Oh, that's gross. That is not a good thing. That's far more acceptable, even with the blight. So, options. I think we'll go with the battlefield medicine option, no? You're failed. You're so useless. And that's one spider down. I just don't want her to freak out. I just want them to die before she freaks out, and I'll be happy. Well, that's one way to do it. Cut it. Done.
If only treasure could staunch
Oh, good, a
the
torch.
flow of otherworldly corruption.
Whatever, it's fine. Can I torch the tent? No. That would have been funny. Can I herb the tent? No. I see no reason not to test this out at the end of a dungeon, even though it would be really stupid. Oh, I found a map, everybody! I found a map. That is so useful.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
Well, I didn't get many heirlooms out of that, but I got a fair amount of money, so I won't complain too much. Oh no. Dud hitter, slow reflexes. Oh, guys. You can do better than that. But I think they were all level 2.
I see something
Am I crazy?
long absent in the sunken faces of
1, 2,
passers-by.
3.
A glimmer
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
of hope.
4. Yes, they were all level 2. That's good. Oh, good. And Dob will only drink now. That's just great. There are worse things that he'll only do, so won't complain about that too much. Now we've got 18 deeds, 44 crests. Let's take a look at using these. The guild takes portraits. I'm tempted to upgrade the training regimen, but I don't think it's the best idea because we can actually use the level 3 instructor mastery now. So we'll save the portraits. We'll hold on to those because we want to do stuff like upgrade Zealous Accusation, and this is the only thing holding us back. And probably start getting some upgrades on Stunning Blow pretty quick here. But anyway. Let's go ahead and look at what we'll be looking at next time. We're still trying to get this group together for Swine Prince, but we're not there at all right now because we need some stress relief before we go do it. We also have Wizened Hag to take down, or Wizened Hag, depending on how ridiculous you feel that day. Quick Draw Charm. That's pretty tempting to put on somebody with super low speed. Like my Quick Draw Plague Doctor, who has no speed. And I have no idea why he had no speed the whole time last dungeon. Maybe I'm just crazy? But he was awful compared to what I would expect out of him, with 6 speed in the first round at least. And that was before slow reflexes, so he should have been 7. I don't know what was going on there. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe the game is bugged. It's early alpha, who knows? Stupid Crusader with his 2200 gold cost skills. That was stupid. So I think we'll be looking at cleansing the Warrens next mission. That'll give us some portraits for upgrading people. For upgrading the guild in particular. It'll let us level up kind of this secondary group a little bit. Just kind of go through a dungeon with them while we stress relieve everybody here. And maybe what we'll do is we'll take Dob along with kind of these 3. Level him up a little bit so he can catch up to He-Man and Zanul and Gavstapo, who still needs to do some mission at some point, but he's not as far behind as Dob is. Dob definitely needs to do a mission on his own. So let's take a look at the stress relief first, now that we've gone through all that. I don't remember all the particulars of all these people off the top of my head. We'll only gamble. Let's start there because Trelly is freaking out. Gambling. What do you take? You take portraits. We're ignoring you for the time being. We have a goal with portraits. We know what we're going to do with those. And we definitely, I think, want some stress relief on the Hellion as well, up at 43. What will you do? May not meditate. That's fine. And the Plague Doctor, nothing particularly interesting. So let's look at the Abbey. May not meditate was this one, so we'll put the Plague Doctor here, and we will dump the Hellion into the bar. And we've got some leftover cash. We could clean up the remainder of Gavstapo's stress. Well, you'll only meditate anyway. Right now you can't meditate, so never mind. Being crazy. Just being silly. So, we know what group we're going to use next time. Why don't we look at upgrading them now? Start with the Crusader. Definitely want to give him Holy Lance. And go ahead and upgrade Zealous Accusation. And Holy Lance, because the Holy Lance damage, let's be honest, the Holy Lance damage is insane. Like, he's a frontliner, so he won't be able to use it very often, but if he does get knocked around, at least it gives him something to do, which is better than where our leper is in that situation right now, who can only try and work his way back to the front, which is why I need to load him up with move resistance. So that'll do for the Crusader. Take a look at the healer, who doesn't have anything too terrible. The melee damage is whatever. All of that's pretty okay for fights, especially. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we've already got all the right skills on her. Let's make sure they're upgraded appropriately. Yeah, that's all fine. Go ahead and toss on the Divine Grace level 2. And, ooh, definitely need to upgrade some stuff here. I really like Point Blank Shot. It's just a cool skill, let's be honest. Same concept as with Holy Lance. Situational, but situationally extremely powerful, so worth it, in my mind. But the upgrade, it's a 5 accuracy boost. Yeah, we'll do it for sure. And Grape Shot Blast, which we'll be using most of the rest of the time. Now the question here comes down to Pistol Shot versus, I'm tempted, versus something like Wicked Slice. Wicked Slice still has some power to it. It can only hit the front 2. Whereas Pistol Shot can hit the back 2 as well. But most of the time, I'm trying to put the back 2 more on lockdown while I focus down at least one of the front 2. So I think we'll take Wicked Slice over Pistol Shot. I'm okay with that. I like Take Aim still, for a few reasons. First of all, if you're in a fight and you know you're going into a fight room, there's a really interesting thing I've noticed you can do, which is kind of stack up the buff. At the end of the fight, you just put people on stun lock, do your healing, stack up buffs, and enter the fight with some pretty solid buffs on you already. And then fire off that Grape Shot Blast and just crit everything for massive damage, potentially. Especially if you're doing something like with a Plague Doctor who has vapors and he's buffing too during the whole process. So I really like Take Aim, even though I generally don't like buffs too much. Having access to them is nice. And then there's the obvious use of skipping a turn without getting stressed out by it when you're going through that whole process as well. But I'm liking buffs more now that I've gotten to use them more, and I think I'll like them a lot better once they're actually high level and, well, good, rather than needing to stack them up in order to make them powerful. Those were the 3 characters we were really looking at. Let's make sure Dob doesn't need anything too. Yeah, Dob's fine. I don't know what the deal is here. Like, cure, base, I'll just have to look this up. I don't like looking stuff up. But this is one of those things that doesn't make any sense to me, because it looks like you upgrade it for nothing, and that's stupid. Almost as stupid as upgrading the Occultist, which is the stupidest thing in the game. It's like, oh, look, upgrade his heal for no reason whatsoever. Random chance at 2 more hit points. Stupid. Whatever. I don't know. We'll have to look into that. For now, though, looks like we've done the upgrading we need to. We've got the stress relief going. And we should definitely look last at weapons and armor. We're going to be using this group, so we may as well buff up the weapons and armor. Strong upgrades for the Crusader, for sure. Strong upgrades for the Highwayman, no question about that. Bump up the armor on the Vestal. I'm not too worried about the weapon. There are some uses to it, but it's not huge, and I'd rather save the money. And bump up the armor here, except we already did that, so we don't have to. Check trinkets. Nothing too huge, although the Steady Bracer is pretty tempting, combined with the Sniper's Ring. It'd be very difficult for him to be missing a whole lot. And yeah, it lowers crit chance, that's not good. But it's not the worst thing ever. So I think we'll go with it. I really just want him to be hitting those stuns, honestly. That's what I'm most concerned about. That looks like it'll wrap it up for this episode. When we get started next time, we're going to be diving into the Warrens to try and cleanse a section of them, especially for this Quick Draw Charm and the portraits. After that, we'll be looking at the 2 bosses. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.